This is breaking news from the Las Vegas Review-Journal, sponsored by Michael Gaughan's South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa.
Good evening, I'm Jen coming to you from the Review-Journal studio. Tonight we're bringing you part 2 of our series on the red-hot Las Vegas real estate market. House prices have been skyrocketing in the recent months. Our more recent articles also showing that the number of homeowners behind on their mortgages have declined and that there are new programs for those looking to buy their first house. Our business team has been keeping a close eye on the hot Las Vegas real estate market, which so far has no signs of cooling off. Review-Journal's real estate experts Eli Siegel along with Sabrina Hudson joining us now. Sabrina, let's start with you. We're hearing that first-time home buyers in Nevada can get some help with their down payments through several programs. Where can they find them?
A lot of these programs are available through local, state, and federal agencies. So for example, Neighborhood Assistance Corporation of America, they offer a homeownership program for low to moderate income people and families. And it's known as NACA, but it does give folks no down payment, closing costs or fees, below market interest rate, and those details are available on their website. Nevada Housing Division also has programs available, so there's a lot of things out there on the state and local level.
Sounds like good options. I also heard about this story that you're working on for first-time home buyers, that they're actually having a hard time, though, buying a house, finding a home to buy. Can you give us a quick teaser on that?
Yeah, sure. So I spoke with a few first-time home buyers, and as expected, they're having a lot of trouble finding properties within their price range. And even if they do, they're being outbid by buyers. And they don't have as much flexibility as a move-up buyer, for example, who has some equity in a home and is using some of that money to purchase their next property. So it has been really difficult for them. They've also had difficulty finding down payment assistance programs and qualifying for them. So a lot of the folks that I've talked to, they've been saving up for this process for 2 years. So, now that they're ready, they're finding that it's difficult to find a home.
Yeah, I can imagine. I heard that some buyers in California are offering to pay cash, so a lot of stiff competition there. Review-Journal real estate reporter Sabrina Hudson, thank you so much for joining us and sharing your findings. Looking forward to your article this weekend. Now let's go to our other real estate reporter, Eli Siegel. I know you've been covering for months now the rising home prices in the Vegas area. The median home price now $363,000. How much would these homes have gone for, let's say, a year ago?
Well, it all depends on the house and the condition and the location. There are a lot of factors that go into it, but generally speaking, I mean, overall, when you look at the median price of homes here in Vegas, it's up about 14% from what it was a year ago, which is really just a huge increase year over year. I think prices are up little over 2% month to month, which again is definitely a sizable jump. I know, like in the past, a lot of people who work in real estate have told me if you see 2 to 5% price growth in a year, that's considered normal. And so right now, Vegas is tracking at 14% annual growth, which is obviously substantially higher than that.
Yeah, big growth. And we're soon going to show you pictures of homes going for $500,000. And given their big price tags, luxury homes usually have a smaller pool of potential buyers, of course, because less people can afford them compared to the average home. Is the upper end market also accelerating?
It definitely is. Everything I hear from the stats I've seen and real estate agents who specialize in luxury homes, they all point toward the same thing, which is that luxury homes, more expensive houses, are selling very fast. And it's true. The pool of potential buyers for these homes is always smaller, just naturally the higher up in price you go, the fewer buyers there are who can afford those. But there are a lot of people who are looking for any house, and there are definitely a lot of people looking for luxury homes. I spoke to a realtor who told me that he recently listed a $7 million home, and he got a full price offer within 3 hours of the home going on the market. So there's definitely a frenzy for high price houses as well.
Yeah, that is fast. And one of your more recent articles talked about home builder sales and permits skyrocketing. Some companies reporting a more than 100% jump in first quarter sales. That means we can expect a lot of construction this year. How much more?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the permits, the big jump in permits indicate that there's going to be a lot more construction. It's always tough to say exactly how much there will be, because sometimes the plans don't, the permit totals don't always equal what actually ends up getting built in a given time frame. But right now, I mean, there's just basically no stopping home construction right now around Vegas. There are a ton of buyers who are going to construction sites looking for new homes. I've heard, anecdotally, a lot of people are paying cash when they do buy a home from a builder, in addition to paying cash on the resale market as well. Builders right now are putting people on waiting lists. Some are taking bids for lots. One builder, KB Home, is even drawing names literally out of a hat or a bowl to decide who gets to buy homes from them. And so there is huge demand right now for newly built homes.
Wow. Eli Siegel, thanks so much for joining us tonight. Always a pleasure to hear your insight. Our business team at the Review Journal will continue to monitor the housing market here in Vegas, so check for updates on our website, reviewjournal.com. You can also find us on Roku, Apple TV, or Amazon Fire. I'm Jen Ah. Thank you for joining us on part 2 of this series on the red-hot real estate market in Vegas. Hope you all have a great night.
You've been watching breaking news from the Las Vegas Review Journal, sponsored by